Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are. My name is Darren Joseph from HCJ.tax. We're the team that seeks to demystify the sometimes confusing world of international tax compliance, particularly for those who may be US exposed. Have a look at our website. We have over 2,000 articles on our YouTube channel. We have over 1,000 videos that speak to different aspects of international tax for those of you who live that international lifestyle. Today, we're joined by the one and only international tax badass, Mr. Jimmy Sexton, who is based in Dubai. Jimmy, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. I have my LLM, but I'm an international tax advisor.
Gotcha. Thank you very much. Now, we've spoken a lot about taxes, but also, moving in tandem with taxes is the issue of transparency, right? So transparency is one perspective, but anti-privacy is another perspective of the same initiatives. Obviously, we have FATCA, but we also have CRS, automatic exchange of information, and a whole bunch of other bilateral and multilateral agreements. What are your perspectives on those?
Well, look, I think most of it, not all of it. FATCA obviously and CRS are tax initiatives, but I think a lot of like these beneficial owner registers and a lot of this transparency stuff and anti-privacy stuff that is happening, a lot of them are selling it as, the governments are mostly trying to sell this anti-money laundering and terrorist financing. But the reality is, there's currently a war on wealth. It's all about taxes, right? In my opinion, there's a war on wealth, and you can't fully tax wealth unless you know where it is and you can track it. So to me, all this anti-privacy stuff has one goal, which is to be able to identify wealth, track it, figure out who owns it, and tax it. And I think that's going to continue.
Okay. So in terms of advising clients, is it like, don't bother fighting it, just get on board, be 100% compliant? Or, because I've spoken to other advisors who've taken a different position, if you choose to fight it, these are the jurisdictions that are not playing ball. So you can perhaps look at structuring your way using those jurisdictions. Obviously, the infrastructure is not as developed and you'll have to compromise. But if you want to exit the matrix, this is what you can do. Which perspective, or do you embrace both?
So I'm in the first camp, right? I'm
okay.
Comply and deal with it. Most of as we said earlier on, most of my clients are high net worth individuals, ultra high net worth individuals, and they need to be able to conduct business. They need to be able to move capital internationally freely. They need to be able to do banking in different jurisdictions, set up companies in different jurisdictions. They need tax treaties. They need all these different things. And that's just not possible if you're taking advantage of these few, it's called non-compliant jurisdictions, right? Not that there's something illegal about doing business in those jurisdictions. It's certainly not breaking the law, but it just makes conducting international business almost impossible, right? So I think that you're much better off complying. Obviously, I think privacy is very important. I definitely advise against setting up companies, for example, in countries that have public beneficial owner registers, right? You want to try to keep it to private beneficial owner registers, and there's enough countries with private beneficial owner registers that are still internationally accepted that, to me, that's more advantageous. So I'm definitely in the camp of, you just have to comply with it and deal with it and try to structure your affairs within, that compliant framework, because otherwise you're just not going to be able to do the financial transactions that you need to do.
Yeah, essentially you're locking yourself out of the international system.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously this is a very complex field. There are lots to consider.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.